Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to dive into an intriguing topic, understanding rational choice theory in criminology. We'll explore how individuals make rational decisions when engaging in criminal behavior and discuss the important implications this has for preventing crime. I'm excited to share insights that shed light on the decision-making processes behind criminal acts and what that means for our efforts in crime prevention. Let's get started. Rational choice theory is based on the idea that people make decisions by carefully considering the costs and benefits of their actions to maximize their own advantage. It assumes that individuals act rationally rather than randomly. This theory views behavior, including criminal behavior, as intentional and goal-oriented, not just impulsive or accidental. Essentially, the actions people take are deliberate choices made with specific outcomes in mind. Understanding this helps us see behavior as purposeful and strategic. Rational choice theory in criminology is built on the idea that criminals make conscious decisions before committing a crime. They weigh the potential risks against the rewards, much like anyone would when making a choice. Essentially, crime is viewed as a rational act where offenders try to maximize their personal gain while keeping the chances of getting caught or punished as low as possible. This theory shifts our perspective on crime, seeing it not as impulsive or random behavior, but as a calculated process where individuals carefully consider their actions. Understanding this helps us better analyze why crimes happen and how to prevent them. When we talk about the key concepts and components here, the first important idea is cost-benefit analysis. This is where individuals mentally weigh the expected rewards they might gain from committing a crime against the potential costs, like getting caught or punished. Essentially, they are making a kind of personal calculation, asking themselves if the payoff is worth the risk. Next, we have deterrence. This concept focuses on how the likelihood and severity of punishment can discourage people from engaging in criminal acts. If the consequences seem too harsh or too likely to happen, people are less inclined to commit the crime. Finally, there's the decision-making process. Offenders don't just act impulsively, they assess the opportunities available to them, consider the risks involved, and reflect on their own ability to control their impulses before deciding to commit a crime. This shows that crime can be a calculated decision based on multiple factors, not just reckless behavior. When we look at burglary tactics, offenders typically target homes that are easy to access and have weak security measures. This shows they're making a calculated choice to reduce the risk of getting caught. In white-collar crime, individuals often weigh the potential financial rewards against the likelihood of being detected before deciding to commit fraud. It's a clear example of rational decision-making. Drug traffickers, on the other hand, constantly balance market demand with the risk of arrest and the expected profits from their operations. This careful evaluation helps them decide how to act. The 2018 burglary case study highlights this rational approach further, revealing that burglars intentionally select unoccupied homes with minimal security, demonstrating thoughtful and deliberate planning rather than random acts. These examples collectively show how criminal behavior often involves logical assessments and strategic choices. While rational choice theory offers valuable insights, it's important to recognize its limitations. First, it tends to put too much emphasis on rational decision-making, but in reality, many crimes are driven by emotions or impulsive reactions rather than careful thought. Additionally, the theory often overlooks key social and psychological factors, like economic hardship or mental health issues, that can heavily influence criminal behavior. Another challenge is the assumption that offenders always have complete and accurate information to weigh risks and rewards, which is rarely the case. Finally, rational choice theory struggles to explain spontaneous or passion-driven crimes, where decisions are made quickly without much deliberation. These critiques remind us that while the theory is useful, it doesn't capture the full complexity of why crimes happen. When we talk about policy and prevention in crime reduction, there are several important approaches to consider. First, deterrence strategies work by making sure that punishments are not only severe but also certain and swift. This combination aims to discourage individuals from committing crimes because the risks become too high. Next, environmental prevention takes a different angle by focusing on reducing opportunities for crime. This includes measures like target hardening, which makes potential targets more difficult to attack, and increasing surveillance to monitor areas more effectively. Another key aspect is educational programs, which are designed to encourage rational decision-making. By informing potential offenders about the consequences and helping them weigh their choices more thoughtfully, these programs seek to prevent crime before it happens. Finally, rational choice theory serves as a backbone for community policing and situational crime prevention efforts. These initiatives use the understanding that offenders make calculated decisions. So by changing the environment and community dynamics, we can make criminal behavior less attractive and less feasible. All these strategies work together to create a comprehensive approach to lowering crime rates.